I'm back. And let me turn the volume down. There we go. Yeah, I'm back. And I'm just gonna skip all the usual BS I say every stream, but wanted to address some things that I've been thinking about lately. Some things I've been working on for a good long while now, and I wouldn't call it updates, but more like things related to my content that either want to change or will change soon. But anyways, I can talk about all that while I'm playing this. If you're curious, here are all my stats for this playthrough. If I remember correctly, never mind. Okay, that's fine. Just a warrior build, nothing too crazy. Still learning how to play this game, but anyways, in the process of getting a good bow, because archers are really annoying in this game, especially when they constantly walk away from you or run away from you, and being able to only use melee attacks against them is annoying because you essentially have to keep chasing them down just to hit them. But I digress. Let me go ahead and take this off. There we go. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to address was the drawing streams. I'm conflicted because although I hate doing the drawing streams, I know that I'm gonna have to make these illustrations and animations for my streams and videos eventually. So it's a necessary thing I have to do. It's just not something I want to do. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap. Been waiting on someone to do something and finally got around to doing it. I kid you not, a few minutes ago. So, anyways. I don't need any more potions, I just need to get this.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
So, I don't necessarily have to stream myself making that stuff, but at the same time though, even though there's not a whole lot of people that watch drawing streams, there's going to be a good chance that people are going to want to know how I'm making this stuff, and there's that. Right. Instead of having to explain it all and make a whole video devoted to showing the process off, which I was going to want to do anyways, I thought that it would be better just to show the whole process through an hour by hour system instead of a time lapse. Right. Show the whole thing unedited, just raw through all the streams, drawing streams, right? But that's not a bad idea, except that It's really tedious to do some aspects of it. And I've already said this before and I'll say it again. It's the grisaille layer. I hate doing the grisaille layer. I don't mind doing 2 to 3 values for an entire illustration, drawing, or even a painting for that matter. But to do a grisaille layer that spans for 4 streams, which if they're an hour long each means I'm spending at least 4 hours just doing that one layer alone. It's not worth my time to be doing that. Is it any good? Yeah. No, it's not.
Greetings.
I could sell it to him, but I'm just gonna sell it to the blacksmith.
Well, what can I do for you?
This is garbage. That's also garbage. That's not bad. Raven's ring. That's also a Raven's ring. 19 versus 15. That's weird. Huh. What else was I saying? Those 2 dexterity. Yeah, I could sell those. That's not good. That as well. It's 2. And the text is so small. Might have to bust out my glasses, reading glasses, just to play this, because I just woke up. My eyes are not working properly right now. That's just 15 health points. It's 12 plus resist lightning. Yeah, this is actually worse. And I could just put all these in the stash. Alright, and I guess you could put these potions in there as well, but potions are really cheap anyways. Yeah, I think I'll just place them in here instead. Oh wait. Never mind, that's mana potion that I need to bring with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to keep 10 of each. 10 mana potions, 10 health potions. Back to what I was talking about. If I just focus, mostly on doing nothing but not just contour drawings, but just inked drawings and illustrations, right? And don't bother putting in any value, or if I did put value in, just 2 or 3 values, I'd be fine with that. That's what I'm about to do with this. That's what I did with the Tupac drawing, and that's what I'm about to do with the Malcolm X drawing, which I've yet to finish. And let me... I forgot to get healing from this guy.
What ails you, my friend?
But to just go through the whole manually process I had to use and do back when I was an art student is just ludicrously slow.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
And quite honestly, it's not really proving anything. Other than that, I spent 4 to 5 years doing that over and over and over again. That's it. That's all it's proving. And it wouldn't normally be a big deal if I enjoyed it, but I don't enjoy it. That's the problem. And if you're wondering why I haven't spent the points yet from leveling up, I'm still not sure which stat I want to put the 5 points into. Because I could put it into more strength, but since I'm having to rely on bows more and the fireball spell, I'm having to use magic and dexterity based weapons as a result, so it's kind of iffy on that. So I'd rather just wait until I see a reason to put the points in. Right now I'm just going through older floors anyways, so not a big deal. So I'm not enjoying making art in the first place, so why bother doing it? Again, I want to diversify my content. That way I'm not just some one-note streamer or content creator for that matter. So I can do more stuff than just play video games. I don't claim to have talent in anything I do, but I at least am able to prove that I can do it more than just this. Nothing against anybody that just wants to do nothing but gaming content. I mean, technically I want to do nothing but gaming content as well, but I realize that nowadays when it comes to being a content creator, people want to see more than just that. There's also this nagging... I don't want to call it feeling, but more like this idea in my head that because I was an art student, I graduated as an art student anyways, that this is the kind of career I'm supposed to have anyway, so therefore I need to stick to it. Right, I need to make a career off of just drawing, painting, making art, and such. After all, that's what I went to, that's why I went to the art program, back in college. But the truth is that I didn't go to college to be an artist. There's a long story behind me entering the art program, but the fact is that I was actually wanting to be a scientist, but some things just didn't work out, and I ended up just not being... Ooh, okay, nice. Just not being able to stay in the science and math programs that were at the college I went to. It's mostly my fault. I just didn't do the work. And even though I wasn't doing well, I didn't stick around or stick to the classes and ask for help enough. And on top of that, I was also doing stuff that didn't really matter. Now, anyways, nowadays I can look back and realize that some of the stuff I was doing while I was in those science and math programs didn't matter, but they were just literally wasting my time. Time I could have spent getting more help from tutoring, from the professors, and so on. I didn't do any of that though at the time because I didn't know. I didn't know how being a college student worked. It was only until I got into the art program that's when I finally figured it out, but by then it was too late. Anyways, I don't want to bring up this sob story right now. But the point is that I never really had that much of an interest in being an artist in the first place. Yet, because I graduated as one, it just seems to be the most logical thing to do, is to just make a career off of it, since, you know, why else would I have this degree in drawing and painting? It's like learning how to be a plumber and then trying to waste your time fixing trying to fix and repair furniture. Like, you're not a carpenter, you're a plumber, yet you're trying to do a carpenter's job. But you want to be a carpenter originally, right? You want to learn, be able to fix and protect furniture from the wear and tear. But that's not what you went to school for, or an apprenticeship for. You went instead to be to plumbers. He went into plumbing. That's just how I feel right now about it. Like I'm supposed to be like I'm supposed to make art related content, right? And I know that's not really true. I don't have to do it if I don't want to, but then at that point, it just feels like I'm not really living up to certain expectations. On top of that, it makes me feel like I wasted all those 4 to 5 years of my time in college. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen. And that's a whole different story altogether. But, yeah, I mean, it's a matter of should I rather than would I. Should I make drawing content if I don't enjoy doing it? Let's see. Another thing too is that it would be different if this was... If I was making this kind of content back in the If I was making this drawing content in the early 2010s, like I was back in high school, on DeviantArt and Tumblr, I probably would be saying something completely different, because at least then there would be a lot more like-minded people, or people that have similar experiences as me, and therefore I'm pretty sure there would be a lot more people wanting me to make that kind of content. But as it stands right now, though, like, I check my statistics every so often, not so much, just to not for the sake of getting popular, but to see exactly what kind of content people are interested in from me. And usually if it's not related to gaming, nobody really watches the streams. Or not as many people anyways watch the streams as the gaming content. That's not always true. Sometimes I'll play a game that nobody cares about or it's not really interesting to watch. But that's usually not the case though. Most people that go to Twitch anyways watch people play video games. They don't really go there to do anything else. Not that you can't do anything else. Like, you can do coding on Twitch, coding streams, and so on, which I want to do. I want to be able to do coding streams. Sorry, I want to do coding related content and coding streams. But again, no, that's not what I went to school for, and therefore I'm having to learn this on my own time. And I don't want to waste the viewer's time trying to show them how I do something that even I don't understand how to do. At least with drawing, I more or less know how to do that, right? I mean, I've already explained it before when it comes to painting and drawing and painting. The whole process that I was taught is contour, grisaille, color, and then you just refine or edit mistakes and all that. That's for painting anyways. And for drawing, you just do contour, inking if it's relevant, right? If inking is involved. But if not, then you just do grisaille, and that's it. Unless you're using like colored oil pastels, in which case you would add color then, but usually though that's not necessary. But yeah, I mean, I can't in good conscience just sit there for an hour or more trying to figure out how to make a simple Diablo clone and scratch. Right, I don't think that anybody would want to watch that, and I wouldn't want to watch that. But who knows? I could be wrong. But yeah, it's not just about what other people want me to make. Man, I don't want to focus solely on that. I want to make stuff that I enjoy as well, which is why I play these older games like Max Payne and the Splinter Cell franchise and so on. That's what I thought. It's just that stupid quest. For some reason you can still get that same quest item over and over again. Makes no sense to me, but whatever. Hold on, let me get some water. There is a compromise I thought of though. I don't necessarily have to quit doing drawing related content or art related content altogether. What I could do instead is just quit the projects that I don't enjoy doing and just move on to doing something else. And the project I'm talking about is of course the Knuckles drawing project. That series of Knuckles drawings I've been doing lately, or paintings at this point, they might as well be paintings. it's gotten stale to be drawing the same or making an art of the same character over and over and over and over again. And what's worse is that I'm not even learning anything new at this point about the character's design. It's more so the process of I'm learning how to be more efficient with the process of painting in general. And I do appreciate Knuckles and that fact that he allowed me to figure this stuff out. As far as making art in the digital medium. Right. Just by drawing and painting him over and over and over again. But it's gotten stale even for me. It's just not fun to make art of him anymore. And there's a whole story related to that. The reason why I even started this project in the first place back in 2020. Was it 2020? I think it is. There's other... Let's see, I graduated in spring of 2019, so... Yeah, it was the spring of 2020. So I started this project about 2 years ago now. And unlike the Sonic Adventure 2 bite-sized series of videos, this is a project that the Knuckles drawing project was just something more of a phase I was going through. It's a result of a phase I was going through back when I was learning and enjoying the genre of reggae music. I learned about Knuckles' Jamaican roots, right? His design was inspired by Jamaican culture, and I was learning more about reggae music at the time, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? I think that I want to show my appreciation of not just Knuckles as a character, but also reggae music. And therefore, that's why I have all those reference images of Knuckles from the 2000s games. And yeah, that's pretty much a short version of that story. It's literally just me listening to a bunch of reggae music, learning about the character, me relating to the character in more ways than I want to talk about right now, and just, you know, show my appreciation for both the character and the genre of reggae music. But at this point, though, I've already not only shown that, but I've almost perfected it too. So, and on top of that, reggae is not really popular where I live. There's only been a handful of people I've talked to during the whole year of 2021 that even know about the genre. Even a little bit anyways. This isn't the 70s anymore, so Bob Marley and a lot of other bands and musicians during that decade just aren't really well known anymore, or at all for that matter. But I digress from that. Basically, the project was just a phase I was going through. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy reggae music. Obviously, I still listen to it and play it, because a lot of the tracks from the drawing stream playlist, or the playlist of tracks that I use for my drawing streams, have a bunch of reggae music on it. It's just that I'm not gonna obsess over it like I did back in 2020. Because I don't just listen to reggae music, I listen to a bunch of other things as well. So one thing I don't like about magic in this game is that you can't really, unless it's a single target spell, can't really aim the fireball spell very well. But yeah, this whole archer's moving, back and forth like that, moving away from me. It got old after a while and I got tired of it, so I realized that the only way to deal with these enemies is to just use ranged weapons or attacks. Since the magic skill on his build is very low, it's the lowest stat in fact, sitting at 25, whereas everything else is at or nearly double that. I just decided to start using bows instead. I'll grab that. But yeah, I'm not clearing these floors for XP or gold. It's just to get better bows, which I got a hunter's bow right now that needs to be identified. So looking forward to that. So yeah, pretty much the project has outstayed its welcome. It's not even relevant anymore, based on context in my life, and again, I'm just not having fun doing the project. There's two compromises I'm willing to make for it. Either I continue making drawing streams and art-related content, but just scrap this project altogether, or I can do what I said I was going to do and just not rush, but simplify the illustrations, right, for the last 8 reference images left in this project. The kind of what basically do the last few drawings the way some of my favorite digital artists make them, would draw them. And I don't think that's a terrible idea, but the problem I'm realizing is that, for one thing, it doesn't really make much sense to, well, how should I put this? I don't want to just half-ass this project, and that's what it feels like I would be doing if I did it that way. So I want to do a good job. I want to show that I care about what I do, but at the same time, though, I don't want to invest a whole lot of time doing it. Oh, cool, another one. What's the other compromise? So the other compromise is, or not compromise, but the only other action I see to do is, there is a second compromise. The second compromise is to scrap the project entirely, move on to whatever other content, art related content I want to make. So animations I want to make, short comics that I kept saying I was going to do but never got around to doing, and some other stuff I can't think of right now. Also, do I have enough space for that? No, I don't. I should replace, yeah, this. There we go. And put this one here. You'd be surprised how fast bows break. I'm not about to use the repair ability that the water class has just for that, because that's on a 4-minute cooldown, and I'm not about to waste on an item that I'm not even gonna use, or keep rather. I'm just gonna replace it with another item of its same type. I think that's everything on this floor, so I'm gonna go back to the surface and find out how good these bows are. I like hunting bows because they have a fast attack rate, or attack speed rather. So the DPS is likely to be high. Where is he? There he is.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Weak bow. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Bow vitality. That sounds better. Ring of vitality. Okay. Let's take a look. There's bow, 2 to 4. Negative 45% enhanced damage. Yeah, that's just... I don't understand that about this game. Why is it that you can have negative stats on your items, on your equipment? I don't see any point to doing that, other than just to make the game take way longer to complete. Plus 2 to vitality. That's not a bad thing to have. But at the same time, though, it's not good either. Let me check to see if Griswold has anything.
Well, what can I do for you?
Sometimes he sells enchanted equipment. Yeah, like this one. And that's all he's got. Okay. Man, that sucks. Like, I was looking forward to actually keeping one of these. I think I'll keep this one, but that's about it. So yeah, those are the 2 compromises I'm willing to do for to continue doing art-related content, is to drop the project and ruin completely, or just speed up the whole process and, you know, more or less just not do the very stuff I was taught to do. But let's say that I just say screw it and just don't bother with any more art related content, right? Would I still make these illustrations and animations off stream? I would have to, and that's just because I want to make my stream layout a little more lively, a little more pleasing to the eye, because at this rate, at this point anyways, the stream overlay that I've designed right now that you're looking at, it's gotten old. Like, I'm tired of looking at this. It looks a little too simple for my taste. So...
That stench. Is it me? Or are there zombies down here?
So I just want to make things look a little bit better. But I wanted... The whole point of me doing the drawing streams in the first place was to save time, right? I could still make content, streaming content anyways, and do the very thing that I needed to make anyways. It's basically solving 2 problems at the same time. Oops. Let me go ahead and switch to this one. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of damage. But because I'm so high leveled, and a lot of these enemies are lower level than me, it's not gonna matter all that much. But yeah, the whole point of drawing streams was mostly just to save time. But it really doesn't matter how much time I'm saving if the project is just going to take forever anyways. The workload is just way too great, and there's no real reward for it. I'm not enjoying the process either, so it's just kind of futile. Yeah, I can shoot back. I lost track of what I was saying. So that's all the art related stuff I wanted to talk about. There are some other things I want to talk about as well. Whoops, did I mean to do that? What was it? I think I was going to talk about competitive gaming. So I know I started this whole like fighting game content I want to do, especially stream every Saturday, which I should technically be streaming today, but because it's past midnight now, I don't think anyone's going to be online to play in my local region. At least not online anyways. But I don't know how interesting it would be to watch me play the same competitive game over and over again. Because I know that some viewers, or some users of Twitch anyways, and other live streaming platforms like to watch variety content, and others like to watch some specific type of content. I'll give an example. So right now, one of the most popular competitive games on Twitch is Apex Legends. My bad, I nearly forgot what the name was. But yeah, Apex Legends is one of the most popular games being played right now on Twitch. And while I personally wouldn't play that game, I know that certain streamers that I know of will play that game Apex Legends, almost every stream, right? Almost every day. Let's just put it that way. And since I don't play the game, I'll just pick that up. So
I can't get there from here.
Since I don't play Apex Legends or know anything about it, I don't see any point in watching those streamers that play it almost every day. That's all their content is. That's almost all their content is about. It's just that one game. What's with all these skeletons just appearing out of nowhere? What, did I just set off a trap or something? It's weird. Oh. swinging at nothing the entire time. Go. So yeah, I don't know how stale that will get to watch me playing the same fighting games over and over again. Even if I rotate between 2 or 3 fighting games, because I have Blaze Blue, I've got Skullgirls, and I could get another one like Killer Instinct or something. Again, I don't know how stale that would get, so there's that. Obviously, fighting games are not that popular compared to these other genres like MOBAs and the other one I can't think of right now, Battle Royales. I don't know what's going on with my memory today. But yeah, I mean, they're not really all that popular, but I don't really do it for the popularity. I just know that watching the same game that you don't play personally will get really tiresome after a while if that's all the streamer ever plays, ever does, ever streams. So what's the point of watching that streamer? Yeah. Yeah, I came to get my stuff.
Whoa, what
Here.
can I do for you?
Man, I remember this used to cost a lot, or rather 2,000 through 3,000 gold coins just to repair my items. Used to sound like a lot of gold back then, because when you're lower level and you're clearing the first few floors, you don't get a whole lot of gold. So, but nowadays, yeah, the repair costs are pretty low. Go ahead and get some more. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can just go back down this way. We'll see how I feel about that, because
I can't get there from here.
I don't consider myself to be a competitive gamer, and I'm definitely not a pro gamer, but I know that I've always wanted to be. It's just a matter of determining whether or not I want to devote the majority of my free time to doing that. So we'll see. Because there are a lot of other games that I want to stream as well, a lot of older games. I made a list on my DeviantArt a while ago of what all those games would be, and that hasn't really changed. That list anyways hasn't changed, but I just haven't gotten around to playing any of it because I've been too busy making drawing content, art-related content. The magic rock, huh? Okay.
I have no room.
Yeah, you do. Hold on. Just take this off. Go. Oh, another hunter's bow. Nice. Alright, so I may, so that's about all I wanted to talk about as far as competitive gaming goes. Whether or not I'll do it like a daily stream thing, or if I'm just gonna do it only on Saturdays, we'll see. It also matters more of how addicted I get to competitive gaming, because I know that's really what it comes down to. That's why a lot of people play a lot of bad competitive games. Like, I mean, I know some people are going to get butthurt when I say this, but League of Legends and other MOBAs like it are not very fun to play. They're just not. The games are specifically made to just make you mad and honestly waste your time. Like, there's a lot of issues that happen, that exist when you're not even playing a match, when you're just trying to queue up for a match, but I'm not about to get into all that. Like, you can just check that out yourself. What did I want to talk about? Alright, so basically, depending on how addicted I get to competitive gaming, or playing fighting games in this case, that'll determine how frequently I make streams, how frequently I stream myself playing fighting games. We'll see. But yeah, it's that. I still want to play a lot of stream a lot of other games. So just stay tuned for that. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Man, I've just been talking non-stop for a good solid hour. Nearly a solid hour. Yeah, 6 more minutes and it'll be a complete hour. No wonder my throat is so dry. What else did I want to talk about? Or make an announcement of? I've got a lot of video ideas I want to make, but I'm still learning to video edit. Hence, that's why I continue making those Sonic Adventure 2 stream videos. Sorry,
I can't get there
short
from here.
videos. Can't move. There we go. Man, I thought for sure there was something else I wanted to talk about. I guess I can talk about all the IRL stuff that's been going on lately. The reason why I haven't been streaming for like a solid week. I've already talked about this, but I'll say it again. I am in the process of moving, and I just got started packing my stuff up yesterday, or at this point the day before yesterday, because now it's after midnight. So that's going to be taking up some time that, you know, I don't want to spend doing, but nevertheless I got to. Bunch of paperwork that involves moving around, so I'm having to help apply for an apartment right now. That's why I was having to delay the stream on top of like some relatives showing up unexpectedly. What else? Right, the teacher certification program that I'm going to be enrolling in April, that's going to be coming soon as well. We're already halfway through this month, a little more than halfway in fact. So once this month is over, there's only going to be one more month until I enter that program. I will be having to ask for part-time shifts, so just to juggle between both that program's coursework and you know, making some income to pay for it. But otherwise, I don't see myself not being able to stream at that point. The only reason I would not be able to stream is if the coursework gets so unbearably the workload is just ridiculous, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I could have sworn I picked something up. I mean, a lighting staff. Apparently not. Weird. Must have been a scroll or something. Nope. Weird. Yeah, I had to end my membership with the BJJ gym I was going to because of both moving next month and the teacher certification program in April. So I just didn't want to bother trying to juggle that on top of some other stuff and what I'm doing now. It's just way too much. I'm not in college anymore where I have to juggle I have to juggle a lot of things at once, you know, part-time shifts, coursework, having to stay in the studios during my time outside of shifts and classes, paperwork, and all that other nonsense. This isn't college anymore for me. Like, I don't have to put all that stuff onto myself if I don't want to. Which makes the option of quitting drawing content that much more enticing. It's a lot easier for me to quit something nowadays if I just don't want to do it than before. But I don't want to be viewed as someone that just doesn't do anything just because it's hard. I don't want to be seen as a quitter, essentially. I don't really care too much about what people think about me, especially online, but that's the one thing I don't want to be known for, is a quitter. I don't like to quit things in general, even if they're difficult, right? Unless it's like something that's bad for me, then in that case I will quit doing it. But in the case of something like this, it's just there's a lot of conflicting reasons for me to continue doing the content and not to make that kind of content, but I digress. I do that. Okay. So you can't use Mighty Strike with bows. Learn that, no. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. I meant to press W, but I pressed 2 instead and used one of the scrolls. Whoops. The thing is, though, not many people know me anyways, and on top of that, I've done quite a few of the Knuckles drawings in the first place, so I think I could be forgiven for quitting on this project, because I think that it's reasonable for me to just not do this work on this project anymore. It's not really getting me anything in return. I am not really learning that much about drawing anymore from doing so, not as much as before, and I don't enjoy doing it, so therefore there's just not really any reason for me to continue doing it. Anyways, I'll continue thinking about it, but yeah, back to IRL stuff. Yeah, moving to another apartment, teacher certification program, and just sworn there was one more thing I was gonna say. I guess not. I think that's it, really. Those are the two things that could interfere with my schedule. I mean, with my streams. Or stream schedule. Which I don't really have one. But that's kind of a moot point. Oops. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, really. I've been talking a lot anyway, so even if there was something else I wanted to discuss, I don't think I want to do it now. Let me think. Time-wise, is there anything going on in March? Not really. What about April? April Fool's videos, I want to do one, but at this rate, because of all these other things getting in the way, I might not be able to do it. We'll see. May. Alright, let's see what else is going on after the month of May. I don't think there's anything in May. What about June? No. That's pretty much it. Like, it's just the stuff I was talking about in March and April. Kind of feels anticlimactic.
Wow, what can I do for you?
It's true. Hold on. God, I need to talk to this
Hello,
guy.
my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Pearl bow. She'll bring up tears. Let's see. Resist magic by 30%. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Defense-wise, anyways. Because later floors, or the deeper you go down to, I think after floor 5, once you get past the 5th floor in this game, you essentially fight nothing but elemental and magical enemies. Enemies that just throw magic spells at you. So that's not bad, but the damage is still really subpar. Thing is, 30% along with my 20% and my helm, that's basically cutting down magic damage by half. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll just replace that. 5 to 15. Yeah, it still doesn't compare to this. Yeah, 5 to 13, same. Let me put this bow up first. That's not a bad bow to use.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Some extra stats. Yeah, these aren't bad weapons, but they're not like not that useful. The thing is, though, I probably shouldn't have sold that. 5 to 15, 5 to 13. Actually, that's more universal. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just leave this in here for future playthroughs. And that's all she wrote. Okay.
What ails you, my friend?
And go this way. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about. It's pretty much everything that's been on my mind lately. And I'll definitely
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Make some short, like TLDR tweets and messages on DeviantArt explaining this stuff. Not explaining, but announcing this stuff. Whenever I get around to doing it. But yeah, I don't see myself needing to make this stream any longer. So I'm gonna put this on. Let's see, well, let's think. I did work on that project I was making in Scratch. I don't think I'll show it now though. I might wait until next stream to do so, because I want to work on it a little bit more. Essentially, the new stuff I added to it, or that I just recently learned how to do, is put a health bar, track how much damage each attack does, put a cooldown time for cooldown for attacks, as in you can't just mash the attack key and just kill the enemy instantly, right? The DPS was just way too high when I allowed the game to do that, the player to do that. So I put a delay for each attack, right? By 3 seconds, so you can't deal damage to that same enemy for 3 seconds after you attack, after each attack. And once the enemy is dead, it stays dead. It doesn't reappear. It doesn't respawn. I've also got the background image and the enemy sprite to spawn in at a particular location on the canvas, right? Specific coordinates every time the game begins. And that includes the player sprite as well. So I'll show all that off next stream. I'm just glad that I got to be able to say all this stuff now, because for one thing, I don't want to necessarily be known as a quitter. 2, I don't like quitting on things in general. And 3, as much as I don't like being an artist, maybe that's all I will ever be. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Growing up, I've always wanted to be a scientist, like Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I'm hoping that maybe one day I can still be a scientist. Nothing against artists and creative people, but this is just not, this isn't, how should I say this? This isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life. Even if I'm good at it, or people say I'm good at it, like, it's not what I enjoy doing. And on top of that, it doesn't really change both my or anyone else's lives. And what I mean by that is, I don't get to solve people's problems or help them in any meaningful way through making art. I mean, you know, there are a lot of art people that would argue differently, but the fact is that I'd rather just be fixing people's smartphones or coding some app that'll help someone calculate some sort of equation, right? Instead, because that stuff would actually help people. In a tangible way. So anyways, that's it for now. I gotta work another morning shift. That's all I've been doing lately, is just working morning shifts, and it's kind of annoying. Because I'm just not a morning person. I'm a night owl. I work better when the sun is down. But of course, the location I work at stays open from sunrise to sunset, so I don't get to work night shifts. That being said, though, I don't hate the place I work at most of the time. Anyways, that's a story for another day. But yeah, I mean, here's to just better things in general. And here's to working on our goals. I know this might be a little late, but if anyone's watching this and they're still working on their New Year's resolutions, by all means, continue working on them. Don't give up on those goals. Not to bring up a sad sob story, but a long sad sob story, but I've experienced the consequences of giving up on your own goals, as well as giving up on your responsibilities. On my responsibility, sorry. And it's not fun. In fact, it almost got me into some legal trouble, but again, that's a story for another time. But yeah, even if you don't have New Year's resolutions, don't believe in them and such, but you've got some long-term goals, short-term or long-term goals that you're working on right now, by all means, continue working on them. Even if nobody else cares about them, that shouldn't matter, because for one thing, nobody's going to care about that kind of thing as much as you do, right? That's just how things work. And two, usually anyways, whenever people set goals for themselves, it's to improve themselves in some sort of way. Not always in a physical sense, but in a mental or social sense. But yeah, just don't give up. Don't give up. Anyways, that's it for this stream, so I'm gonna end it now. Until next time, peace.